Chosen ones, you are the divine test in people's lives. See, when you come into a person's life, you are their test from the divine to see if they are ready to elevate or if they will stay in the same cycle or if they will go on a downward spiral. But it is all up to how they handle you. Because it's like, imagine this. God sends you into their life, but before they can even interact with you, God comes to them and says, okay, this person right here, all you got to do is just do right by them. Doing right by them is a fragment of the sentence, do the right thing by this person by being good to them. All they have to do is be good to you. That is all they have to do. They do not have to give you $1 million. They do not have to worship the ground you walk on. They do not have to kiss your feet. They don't have to do anything extraordinary. All they have to do is treat you with decency, respect, and appreciation. That's all they have to do. And if they cannot do those simple things, then at that point, that is their test on where they will go in their life. So if they do not do good by you, they will not elevate. They will not get to the next level. And what's going to happen is they will either stay stagnant or they will go in a downward spiral. How will they stay stagnant? By if they don't do anything, morally wrong to you, and they kind of just disregard you, discard you, and just go on about their life. Like, they don't necessarily cause any real deal harm or hurt or sabotage to you, but they just kind of leave you by the waistline. At that point in time, they're going to stay in that same cycle. They will stay in that repetitive cycle. No matter how, even if it gets bad, they will stay in that cycle. But if they do wrong by you, if they treat you horribly, if they are wicked to you, if they take advantage of you, if they manipulate, deceive you, sabotage you, bring hurt or harm to you, cause trauma in your life, they will go on a downward spiral and their life will never, ever be the same. You see, when you come into their lives, chosen ones, you are a physical representation of God's purity, God's divinity. And if they can do that to you, then they can do that to God. So at that point, when they are no longer honoring God because they are unable to see the God in another person, thank you, Lord. Because what happens is when a person has a godly spirit within them, they can see the godly spirit within you. And if they see your pure spirit, but they do not know how to deal with it, and they either take advantage or exploit it or just disregard you, that shows that they have turned away from the Lord. So at this point, they will either go in a downward spiral and have to climb themselves back up or stay in a repetitive cycle until they learn how to get themselves out of it by doing right by God.